safety system, because believe me, the criminals are one step ahead of everyone but the most dedicated experts, which luckily for you, I'm one of. In the Essential Guide to Online Family Safety, you'll learn the 7 steps to online defense. This isn't just something to read, it's a step-by-step safety protocol that gives you every action you need to take, no matter what state or country you live in. And don't worry if you're not great at computers, I've written it with a total novice in mind and made it extremely simple to follow and implement. It's going to show you how to bulletproof your family and financial resources against any threat that's out there. In each chapter, you take an action that immediately smothers a gaping vulnerability that you or your family have with your computers or mobile devices. By the time you've gone through the first 4 chapters, you'll have crushed 70% of the threats that are currently surrounding you. Even if a criminal is in the midst of planning an attack right now, they'll start abandoning their wicked plans once they see you've gotten what they call too smart, too fast. And by the time you've finished implementing the 7 steps to online defense that are in the manual, you'll utter a sigh of relief and sleep better than you have in decades. Because you'll know for sure that your family is now the safest they've ever been. And you've done your job as a protector of your household. And to give you a bit of a closer look into the Essential Guide to Online Family Safety, I'll show you a sneak peek of what else you get. You'll learn about the smartphone shelter. Right now, you're walking around with a constantly running, GPS-loaded Wi-Fi browsing device that is at all times sending hack me signals to every sophisticated hacker within 1,000 feet of you. Your cell phone may be even communicating that you're in an area you're unfamiliar with, vulnerable, and alone. And if you use social media at all when you're out, you may have quickly risen to the top 5% of easy targets for any hacker or criminal. It's scary to think that women, especially young women, could be putting themselves in extremely dangerous situations with this. However, when you know about the smartphone shelter, you and your family can go about your day in peace, knowing that as far as hacking and real-world predators go, you might as well be invisible. And all you have to do is take 5 minutes with a loved one's phone, and you can give them the exact same protection. You'll also learn how to set up a dating scam deadbolt, which will protect your family from some of the most sleazy but clever thugs out there. You may not be sure this applies to you, but if you have children in the house, in college, or even grandchildren, this should concern you very much. Even kids as young as 11 can fall prey to these predators, thinking they're meeting a cute boy or nice girl from the internet, and end up in unspeakable, life-altering trouble that causes trauma for years. If you have children still in the house that are anywhere near the teenage years, you'll want the Essential Guide to Online Family Safety for the dating scam deadbolt information alone. No longer will you have to worry about anyone you care about being tricked into putting themselves in an unsafe situation. And that alone lets you rest easy with profound peace of mind. You also get the Financial Info Fortress chapter, which seals tight any way that your financial information can leak into the wrong hands. If you're the type of person who has taken the responsibility to watch this video, you've probably worked very hard to build up your resources so you and your family can live a good life. I'd hate to see a lazy scumbag try to take advantage of your credit score or financial resources, because the damage from an attack like this can be permanent. If your financial identity is stolen, even if it's legally proven that you're a victim of fraud, you can still be held liable for charges in many states and countries, and your credit can take years and years to repair. This could make a big difference on what college loans your children can get, or if they're admitted at all. Yes, it's actually still legal for a college to deny your children or grandchildren admission based on what they find with a family name search. So if someone sullies your name by stealing your identity for criminal purposes, it can have an impact literally for generations to come. But you don't have to worry about that ever again, because along with the Financial Info Fortress, you get the chapter on the Identity Insulator. Having this knowledge prevents people from using your identity to commit crimes in your name. Even if someone manages to swipe your Social Security number, you'll be safe because you'll be guarded in 5 other ways that will foil any criminal's attempt to take advantage of you. This is critical because your reputation is everything in terms of what opportunities you and your family will have in the years to come. If your name is tarnished by identity thieves, you could be denied a job or even fired from your current one. And then you could have to settle for a job with lower income than you deserve, while everyone who depends on you suffers as well. I know this can sound very tough and even unfair, but these are the times we're living in, and it's our responsibility to protect our loved ones. And the good thing is, your loved ones can depend on you because you have the knowledge and more importantly, the willingness to protect them with what you learn from the Essential Guide to Online Family Safety. And there's another huge protective